Celtic.
Oh, thank you.
Michael, a really busy day. We welcomed the new manager at Lennoxtown. You were there when he arrived. He wanted to get straight down to work because there's some big games just around the corner. But a big change and a big day at the club.
Yeah, it was a great day. It's a great day for Celtic, and we're delighted to welcome Wilfried and his backroom team to Lennoxtown. There's a lot of work to do, and Wilfried was very clear he wanted to get straight into it. You could sense the excitement at the Lennoxtown, introducing Wilfried to the staff, and also for Wilfried to have the opportunity to meet with Martin. It was a good day, but the work started. This is where the work starts.
It was a fairly lengthy process, but in the end, you must be delighted that you got your man.
Yes, when we identified Wilfried as our primary candidate, we had to go to work to make sure that we could deliver Wilfried and his staff. The club he was working with at the time clearly were keen to keep a hold of Wilfried, so we were delighted to get through that process and bring him in. And once we achieved that, we wanted to get Wilfried started as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite a 24 hours. You know, Martin and Sean, of course, did so well in their time here, and they signed off perfectly last night with that win. What would you like to say about the job that they've done as well?
It's been fantastic. I was delighted for Martin to have the reception here from the Celtic supporters so we could all acclaim the great work that Martin, Sean and the rest of the backroom team have done in the last few weeks. They've really stepped up for Celtic, and they've handed over the reins, and we're in good shape.
Yeah, tricky times as well, just by nature of the fact that there are so many games and the new manager might not get as much time on the training field, so there's certainly challenges there, but you're obviously confident that Wilfried and the character that he's got can handle that.
Yeah, absolutely. We believe in Wilfried, and I think we wanted to get him started as quickly as we could, and we saw that this morning. He was straight into it. He wanted to get into the football because we know that we've got a massive game ahead on Sunday, a massive week ahead. I don't think there's ever an easy time to start with Celtic. We know the expectation, we know what we want to deliver for supporters, but we believe this was the right time to bring Wilfried in. We've been pushing very hard to get the process completed as quickly as we could. It took time. Good things do take time, and we're delighted to be able to bring him in today and in advance of the game on Sunday.
Yeah, take us a bit more, if you can, into the process behind bringing Wilfried in.
Yeah, so I think when Brendan resigned, we always have to be aware of the market. We've been aware of Wilfried for a long time. He was our number one candidate going into the process. The more we looked into it, the more we saw that he aligned with what we need and what our vision for the club is. We want to develop the club, we want to develop players, and we want to succeed. So there's a real performance element. And the more we looked at this, the more we felt that Wilfried was a perfect fit.
You also, we know as Celtic supporters that you want people who get the club and feel some sort of an affinity, and he spoke about it in the interview that I did with him about the history of Celtic and being a perfect fit. That must have been nice for you to hear. Yeah,
we do talk about people getting it, and there's no doubt that Wilfried and his staff get Celtic. I think when we're looking at the process, Wilfried is a good person, and he shares our values. He's dedicated, he's humble, his integrity, he's got a real passion for the game, and you can sense his passion for Celtic, his excitement, his desire to get going. Yeah. So that was really exciting to see. His style of football is the style of football that we want to see at Celtic. It's aggressive, it's attacking, and we're delighted to have. We're looking forward to seeing how that translates onto the pitch.
So I suppose the next question is in terms of the next steps. We've got a lot of games, trophies to be won, and there's a transfer window coming up as well.
Yeah, I mean, it all starts on Sunday because we know that the challenge here is to come in, perform, and win. But beyond that, there's a project here that we're all committed to. We want to, as I say, we want to develop the club, and we want to perform. And in order to do that, we're all going to get behind Wilfried from today, in the next coming days, the weeks and months, and in particular in the transfer windows ahead, both in January and into the summer. We'll do everything we can to support Wilfried and his team and the players to deliver success for our supporters.